Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Thursday the 23rd of January. Okay, this is going to be a quick one because I've already recorded this once and I forgot to put the sound on, so there you go, well prepped for it. I've had an audition. Right, so looking at the Euro first, the Euro dollar, and you see Euro dollar is pretty much range bound at the moment and may stay that way until later on this afternoon at 12:45 we get the main refinancing rate or the overnight base rates being announced, which is expected to be left in line. We've got the monetary policy statement coming out. Again, I don't think there'll be significant changes in that itself unless they've come up with more detail of how they're going to stimulate the economies in Europe. And then there's the ECB press conference, that's at 1:30, and I think that's going to be the biggie, and that may move this euro out of its as I say, quite tightish range. It's just coiling up there ready to go. Not much else to be said there. I mean, if it breaks the trend across the highs here, maybe it'll push back up there. It's for me, it's in a bit of no man's land. You see a trend across the hourlies, even maybe push up to the R1, but here I think it's best left until this afternoon, and then maybe trade the aftermath. The pound, well, we've seen a little bit more movement, positive movement, higher lows definitely confirmed yesterday in this shorter time pattern, and it's pushing back up towards its monthly pivot at the moment. It does have an untouched daily pivot, I may add, that we'll talk about in a minute, but it is consolidating around these highs, and I do wonder the way when you get this consolidation around highs whether it will manage to push on and continue its move maybe to that weekly R2. Whoops. Coming down the time frames then, so this is what I'm looking at underneath. If it does start breaking down, there's that daily pivot sitting underneath there at 131.10, the 11 area. It could be just drawn back toward that. Okay, otherwise I think really the way it's looking at this morning, this moment, it looks like it may pitch out through those highs. I can imagine there's quite a few buy orders above there. Okay, dollar yen. He says if we can bring it up onto the chart would be good. Dollar yen, I'm going to just show you this. It's, well, actually I need to come back to the dailies because it's all about this over a week. It's been softening at times and then pushing back up, made that slightly higher move in between, but now it's rolling over again, whether it be risk off or whatever's causing this. It's doing technically what we thought might be happening. It's back to its 21, the daily 21 may still have some more downside towards that 50. Certainly lower highs, lower lows. May see further downward movement. However, it's already done a good day's movement already, and it may just not do too much today. So may become quite slow relatively again. Aussie dollar. Oops. Aussie dollar then, and again a market, a good employment data coming in overnight there, and it's pushed it up, but it's just consolidated bull flag. Maybe it's got a further drive to go on today, but probably not to the size of, or maybe over time it may be to that size of that flagpole there, that we could see this pushing up maybe into its daily R3, but it's looking marginally bullish at the moment. Don't hold on to that one for too long. Canadian dollar pushed up yesterday, softened on the rather mixed data sort of coming out there. The Bank of Canadian members deciding not to cut rates, even though inflation's at mega low and everything else. I think it's even riskier cutting rates than it is leaving rates where they sit. So there you go, that was the reaction of the markets. Quite a bearish sort of move for it, and possibly further upside, but maybe it'd be a slow move up now, because again today you see this sort of movement we've seen this morning. Okay, yesterday was a bit of an unusual day, but today's movement's almost as much as what we've been seeing over recent days, and in fact weeks, so as much as a week previously. Right, that's pretty much it for me. News-wise today then, ECB meeting 12:45, we get the first data, 1:30 we get the press conference, so that's the biggie for today. Aside of that, crude oil inventories later on at 4 o'clock today. and a bit of inflation data coming for New Zealand at 9:45. Okay, no more for said. Have a great day. Bye for now.